All right, welcome back to my channel, everybody. Uh, Today, we gonna start working with Widget, like we mentioned the other videos. We already accomplished everything, all our sequence, all missions, and all our progress for players. So that's is the list, this small list that I did. So kind of get reference for you guys, and also remember me what I need to do. And then so today, let's start with a little recap, briefly, what it's going on, so you remember. And if you don't see the other videos, back part one, two, three, and so on, I recommend to go check it out. And now, today, what we doing here is this is basically our exit ramp traditional mode when we start the mode, and we set up our mode. That's what we got here, and set our flippers, and then we start setting up our new mode, which is how many targets that we can change here. For the targets, this is for our multiplier, time 2, time 4, 6, and 8, and 10. This is our for active or T target activation. And then when the next step we get is our sequence for each player. So basically, I said that I will done this off camera. So basically, I just collapse it here, but briefly. So when we get enter here, we start the player. Check if the player already started the mode. If it's not, we're gonna start a new mode. Set up here for every situation of the game that we are getting ready. And then if we already start a ball, we're gonna continue without setting the set whatever, and we're gonna use our setting that the player progress have before. And basically that's gonna be a ticking here, and it will check in all the time in. And then also it will active this sequence, which is the setup of our ticking of each mission and each scenario. And that will include spinner, drop chip, dropsheet timer, multiplier, target sequence and target lock balls, and attack lock ball sequence, bumpers, and the last one it's our missing target. That was the last video that we actually did it here on missing target arcade, but it's not arcade because we are in traditional mode. So, and this is whenever any switch of those is hit, it will do a sequence. It will check if we are in this mode. It will do some discount of the bumpers health that we have already on code. And then and this is not here, so we're not gonna do that. We did if it mission is that switch 0 is off, we're gonna set to true, and we're gonna run the sequence for missing target. And then that's gonna come back here after doing the other sequence that I explained in the video. And then we're gonna set up right here the consequences of the missing target that we already talked on the other video. And this is the update for when whatever player is playing, it do the discount. And then over here we got the penalty. When it gets to 0, we get the penalty, and the penalty will be selected by player. It will reset our player sequence. It will do our penalty of 500,000 points. Yes, 500,000 points. I'm probably going to increase it a million. I don't know. How depends. Because I want to make this something that you want to play. You want to play good. You know, you want to try to play good. And then we're going to reset the whole target, and we're going to do some sound when that happens. So telling the player, oh, I get the penalty. This is a mark alarm for MW5. So, and then basically that's gonna be it for our mission target. Sorry. So yeah. So now I will show you here. This is the widget that I was getting ready to prepare to our new system, but I updated to this one. I did some changes. I think this is look more pretty, more uh, good, and it will work very well with us. So this is the Photoshop, but what we're gonna extract is only this because we got this already on the game. So we need to active this whenever we need to start this mode. So I already have the extraction here for version 4 that I call it because we got 3, 2 here, but we need this. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna well, we're gonna go here to our main screen and we're gonna put it right here. So we got here frames, and this is our frame that we use in the game, and we're gonna bring that to our frame. This is the easy way to do it. You can do it other ways, but this is the easy way. And right here we got our frame, and you will see it right there ready to go. And then now we're gonna start working with our widget that it's here, and this is our game widget that we are gonna get into it. So first what we had to do is show the widget, show and do that. Then we have to work with the selection. That basically that is the selection that you see on the screen when you get to this screen, but we don't gonna work with this. That was the last thing that I was working with this widget. So we're gonna turn off all this, and that is gonna be all here. So we got here the frame, this is the frame, and we need to turn off the interface settings, which is this one, and which you get the black screen. So now for those that never work in Real Engine, basically this is the canvas, is the way that Real Engine has super easy to do widget on the screen, and you can it's a lot of things that's going on in this widget that you can do super easy. Sounds, you can call whatever, and image, videos, and so on. Whatever you it's like basically a Photoshop inside Unreal Engine, which is really good. Not that deep like Photoshop that you can delete stuff and stuff like that, but basically bringing whatever you want. That's why I use kind of Photoshop, and I did that what we got here, and we're gonna open this on the widget. But first, because we are doing a new mod, we're gonna we're gonna make a new canvas. So as you see here, we got canvas for everything, and that's canvas it taking care for whatever we want to do. For example, I'm gonna open this canvas that is disabled, and that canvas it take care all what is going on in the fights and the points that it's showing that every time that you hit something, these greens points, it's what the canvas has here, and that it will shows the points for the player when whatever player is hitting it. I got a animation with that go up every time that you hit something, and it kind of tell you what you're getting if you get the chance to look up or if the player around other players around you can see what is going on. But because we already take care of the play field, and we already take care what the play field will show with the light for the player. Now we have to take care when you see something on the screen, and that's what what we're doing. So first thing at all, I wanna what I was thinking is going here on right here is our canvas record, our statistic here. This is all planning here. So what I was planning, you see we got the I want to be able to see this point, because as you see in our widget here, when we're gonna add this bar behind, and I want to be able to see this go over this. I mean, I think it's not gonna do nothing bad with it. Instead going behind, I want to go looking from the front, because that disappeared and it's just animation show. And then we always gonna get this number fit. So let's do a new canvas. So right here we got new canvas. Where are we gonna put it? Let's put it after before this. So because what happened is that every time that, so this is work from the bottom to the top. So whatever it's last, it will be on the front, and whatever it's first, it will be back. So basically you wanna whatever you wanna show above on the front, like that's basically the priority. So when something you active something, it will be in the top of something. So or it will be equal on the same canvas. That's why canvas are, and that's I think the best way that I can explain it. If you want to know more technology of Unreal Engine and all that, just check it out. And YouTube is just find type Unreal Engine widgets and tutorials, and people explain better than me what Unreal Engine can be capable of and all that. But for now, I'm just gonna do where we came from here to do, and we already here have the new canvas, and we can call it whatever we want here. So let's call it canvas for traditional mode. Okay. Now this is the canvas, and we have to set up what dimension we want that canvas. You can see the canvas that is right here. Right here, you see it's a small, so we had to kind of set up our canvas here how big we want it. So we wanted to take care all the screen right here, and actually this is part of what we need to do. So this is going to be the size of that canvas that we are creating. We have to get this point. If it's not, we take select another thing, because I don't have anything blocked. I just block everything so I don't touch it. But it's so many. I mean, I can do it real quick, but let's focus on this canvas for now. And we can just do it this way, or actually we can do it by numbers. So there you go. So you see here it's like 1080 90, so basically it's 1025 or 1925, sorry, 1920 times 1080. That's actually the size. So we can also do it here, and that's going to be more precise measure because we already have our frame in that size. So and then we're going to anchor that to the center, so we keep that in center, and that's basically what everything that we add here, it will be anchored to the center. So now how we're gonna bring our new widget, I mean new widget or frame to the widget. So basically the only thing we had to do is grab this, go to the R window, and put it where we want it. Sorry, we had to bring it and just put it on the screen. There you go. So right here we got it. It get into something, but we had to bring it up to where we want, which is traditional. Right here we had to push it inside there, and now we got it inside our widget. But you see it's small. We have to do the same thing. 1920 times 1080, which is the resolution, and then we set this to 0, and we set this to 0, and we got it exactly where we has it on Photoshop. That's why this is the way that we bring image and do changes on the widget. So you got an idea. Now we got it here. We can change the image to frame, traditional frame, and like that we know that this is the frame. And we can also say image, so just not get confused, but you see how it's looking already and how will almost look with everything powdered on it. And when the point go above, it's not gonna do something. Why I leave this space here? Because you remember that when we active one of the players, it got a square that go here above, and that's what that space there for, and it will look super awesome in my opinion. Tell me in your comment over there what you think about this setup that I'm doing and how you feel about it. So let's get the flag out. This is the flag. So this flag is the one that you see when it's animation that I did just to add those points when you playing home edition. That's the flag that it come down and up. It's separately. You see, it's not part of the animation. It's not part of the frame. It's just everything separate. It's separately, so I can control it as I want. This is the greatest thing of Unreal Engine. It's not like other Python programs that, man, I really have respect for those people that really do this on those programs, because when you see how simple everything is here, it gets so complicated over there. So now that we got everything set up where we wanna get some numbers. So like this, if I select this, it will take me where to go. So you can see Canvas score panel. What we want kind of have these numbers up here, and we can copy this because it got already the setup, and we can go back to our canvas right here and set paste, and we create a new one. And where is it? It's right there behind everything, because remember, this is go on the above, so we need to bring it wherever we want. We can just select it here, but we cannot do it because we're selecting the other canvas that is above. So what we can do is turn off the canvas that is our selecting above, or we can work it by the numbers. That's the most of the time that I do, because touching here, it can get tricky if you block it or stuff. So let's go back to my number here and move it with this. So you can move it here in position and say, you know what, this 99, I wanna put it right here. There you go. And then you can work with it, like center a little bit by numbers. So let's say is right now this is negative 600, and that's where to go. You need more, negative 625, and you go too much, so you can say 600, I think 10, and that will get almost the center. And we can kind of also get these exactly the same big of the square, and we can, you know what, set up here, do the center of the number over here, alignment. We got alignment for Y6 and all that, and we can say, you know what, oh, this is the alignment for the whole square. I know over here we got options that we can right here center everything to the side of that square, to this side. I want to center, and then the merge, I think we got something else to go center, or we can just put a center right here like this. So because we're gonna charge the spinner, this number, it will go up to 100, and let's see how that 100 look in our sketch. I think is good enough. And actually this is off a little bit, so let's move a little bit there. That's our 100 there, and we can say go back here, where we go is right here, and call this target. Instead target, we're gonna call it left spinner. That's our name. And as you see here, we can make it, this has a variable, but we not gonna make a variable. We're gonna bind in something. We're gonna bind that number to the number what we have already previously. So now that we kind of see how everything is gonna look, we can turn off this function, so it's not bother us right here. And now we can work freely, and also we can turn off everything and just work with this if we want to make it simpler. But I'm gonna leave it like that because I don't want to waste much time on doing stuff that I think it cannot be done. It can be done the other way. So now we're gonna do the right one here, and gonna call it right spinner. Why I call it left? Oh, charge. Actually, this is charge. That's the number, and now we're gonna do the same thing to charge, and this number is gonna be the same. So we're gonna go back here and just place it on right here. There you go. We can go close and just set up this where we want as well. We got two, and we had to do everything over here. So let's copy this again, multiply that. Now it stay there because I'm multiplying inside here. and I'm not using other widget. So let's change the name of this one. Is going to be the percentage, and this one we need to do two, because we're going to do the percentage here, and we're going to do the multiplier here. So this number will be a little different. So let's do this. Let's color demolition, extruction, or extraction percentage. That will get the structure percentage. This is gonna be our number, and we're gonna put it right here, there. And because this one, I will try to put this anchored to the right, and because I will create another one here, and this one I will always say that instead being 100, it will be percentage. That will show percentage, and that one I can come here and say, you know what, I want this right here, don't pass that, and I will put like 20, probably 15. Just put that symbol there so the player can see it and say, you know what, this is percentage, and it looked like that. So now you know this will get fit over there all the time, and this we can change it and say, you know what, so we can just do this, so just get anchor all the time, don't pass that, and we can kind of move it a little more to the right, and it will look like that. So when you get 99, for example, it will do like that, and so on, so on, so on. It will be 80. Oh, so 9%, for example, it will look like that. So probably what we can do, it's set now to center, so this is gonna happen, and it look like that. And if it's 100, it will look like that same. So there you go. So 5%, 5%. There you go. So we want to manipulate this number on the widget, I mean on the sketch that we did previously. So we got that. Then we gonna get time here, do the same thing. Oh, I still touch him down here. So let's do this. And that one will be demolition X for time. So there you go. Now we gonna do the same thing. We're gonna move that to, oh, this is the, let's put it right here, and let's put it, oh, come on, I'm taking the wrong one. This, oh, right, X. So let's move it right here and do the same thing. Let's get this to the more right possible, and then we're gonna do the same thing for this demolition X. Demolition XX, and that we'll see. We're gonna do a big X here, and that we're gonna move that one to the position that we need. Right here, and we can put this right what we need. And it's a little big, so we need to kind of put it probably 20, 25. Just get it fit inside here. Oh. There you go. I think it'll look good there. And now we can see that that's what the numbers We need to do the penalties as well. So let's do penalty. And this one we will call penalty. And we're gonna put that one over there. Okay, goes down. And if we go too close, it will do that. So we're gonna put it right there. This number is a little big because we're gonna take like 15 we talk about, and that will look perfect right there. So 15 penalty, 100, 100, 100. So destruction, demolition, we start getting out this, and this is obviously the times that we're gonna multiply that. And I put 3 digits because I mean I know people are good in pinball, but we can say, you know what, you did it 10 times or 5 times, and it's gonna look like that. So I mean, we can increase this X, but if we do it 100 times, which is, I think, it can be almost impossible, but you get surprised how people play pinball. So I mean, let's do it just in case 30. Do it a little big. You know what? Leave it 25. Just leave it there. We can come back and fix it. Okay, so we have left is our target lock ball and our attack lock ball. This is stay like that. The target left, we're gonna call this one for our target left, and this is already been called, and it's already been set, and it will stay the same. The only new thing we have to set is all this. So let's go back here on our widget and continue to getting a new ones here and call it target lock ball. That one we're gonna go put it over there on the top, over here, and over here. Now we can scroll in and set up this as we want, and just put on the center there. And because this is gonna be 2 the maximum, we can put a 2 there, and we can even increase our number size up to 40 because we got the plenty space, and this one will not be higher than that. And now we can multiply that and say instead target attack. Take that away. We got our attack here, and we're gonna move it to that size, and there you go. We can set this to right in the center because we can make it bigger up to what we want, or leave it like that. So this is basically the setup of the widget. Now I will probably divide this video because we already got 30 minutes and the next step, it will take another 30-40 minutes. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and I see you in the next step. God bless.